comes from Matt McGlone at Cosmic Book News, who reports conversations I've had with insiders at the recent Comic-Con have informed me that Taika Waititi is definitely not doing his Star Wars movie at Lucasfilm. Interesting. I know that, Taika Waititi, I was curious and interested about what he could do. Look, I do not like the Marvel films he did, but I like his non-Marvel movies he did. So I was okay, maybe he could pull off a Star Wars movie. I was open to the idea at least. But now that he's definitely not doing it, I I'm not surprised with Kathy Kennedy in charge, because the revolving door of directors and writers that go through Lucasfilm with her in charge is just astronomical. It's ridiculous. It continues, as for why YTD is out, McGloin's insider informed him it was due to Thor Love and Thunder, and specifically that YTD did not actually finish the movie. Now, this is interesting. This is very interesting. McGloin detailed that his insider informed him that the film was a complete disaster and that Marvel gave him the boot from the movie. Furthermore, McGloin explained, I was also told YTD didn't finish the reshoots in the final cut of the movie. He speculates that Marvel finished the film themselves rather than bringing in a new director. That could explain why the movie is so bad, because it wasn't a director that finished it. It was multiple visions. It was done by committee, because that movie is horrendous. That Thor Love and Thunder movie is terrible. I will say I did get a smile on my face at the end of the movie. I just have that little thing with Thor and Love at the very end. That just kind of like hit my heart a certain way. I did like that. But besides that, the rest of the movie was horrendous. It was terrible. That movie was terrible. So it kind of makes sense, because for as much as I don't like Ragnarok, it at least felt like a film that was well put together. It just wasn't the type of film that I wanted for Thor. Love and Thunder just was terrible. And it didn't even feel like a film that was well put together like Ragnarok was. McGlone then declared, my insiders have said as a result that Taika Waititi is out at Lucasfilm and not doing his Star Wars movie. Now, Waititi, as recently as November 2023, admitted during an appearance Smart Podcast as recently as November 2023 that the only reason he made the Thor movies was for the paycheck. Let's see. Yeah, we've heard that before. He said that he just needed money for this because he had kids, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. Whatever. Which was, I mean, I think he was just trying to be funny there. Honestly, it's what he does. Let's see. Back in November 2023, he said, I know that I won't be involved, concentrated with other films I've signed on for. So let's see. Where is this at? What is this for? Bring characters. This was more Thor. He said November 2023, he wouldn't be involved any longer with that. That's right. In May 2020 is when Star Wars announced the Taika Waititi movie. And again, it's been 4 years. 4 years since that was announced. Again, when you take a look at everything that goes on with Kathy Kennedy and Lucasfilm, here we sit 4 years since this was announced, just like what happened with the Lando series. Nothing comes to fruition. It just keeps getting pushed. Nothing comes to fruition. Should something have been put? Like, what is the deal? Even the Kevin Feige Star Wars, the rumored Kevin Feige Star Wars project, just never came to fruition. Kathy Kennedy needs out, is what the deal is. But what do you think? Do you think Taika Waititi is truly out? Do you want him out? Do you want him to make a Star Wars movie? Personally, at this point, after Love and Thunder, after what we're hearing, I mean, that's kind of crazy if that's true that he didn't finish Love and Thunder, that the Marvel Studios actually had to step in and finish the movie for him. Maybe we don't want him doing it. But what do you think? What do you think about this whole story? Do you want Taika Waititi? What do you want them to do with Star Wars movies, honestly? Like, that's the question. What do we want with Star Wars movies at this point? Because the way Star Wars has been at this point, I think we need a new direction, don't you think?